We're now starting to stream out on every platform. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. Oops, my bad. It's the issue is when I got two keyboards in front of me, I started using the wrong one. This is coming from Texas, guys. This is going to be launching out of Texas, Cameron County, which is South Texas, along the Gulf of Mexico. Sorry about that. I only had an hour of sleep. It was more of a cat nap than it was anything else. So, again, we are going to see a camera feed up in about 5 minutes if everything goes well. We will have a feed up. Actually, correction, we have a feed up right now. We have a feed up right now as we speak. We're trying to get into the queue right now. We're trying to get into the media queue. This is not the actual feed. You guys are gonna get the feed now. Okay, so this is coming in straight from SpaceX Mission Control out of Hawthorne, California. There's Mission Control there. And this is Starship. This is the most powerful rocket ever created. It's one of the largest. I think it's larger than the Saturn V rocket. When you attach that booster contains 33 Raptor engines. And those Raptor engines are so huge, so powerful. You're not muted anymore. So, here she is, guys. Here she is. We are 20 seconds off. I was good on timing. I was only 20 seconds off. So, I'm going to be adjusting our timing. As of right now, everything appears to be good. Everything appears to be good. Okay. So, we're about 33 minutes away. As of right now, there's no delays. As of right now, there is no delay, guys. As of right now, there's no delays. I'm going to be monitoring the feed and everything from down here as well. So yeah, guys, tap your screens, guys. Tap your screens. Tap your screens. Hit that share button. Blast this out. Jason, yes, I did. Yes, we did. We did cover. We did cover that, yes. Oh, thank you, Eclipse. I appreciate that. These drone shots are absolutely beautiful. If it's one thing with these Texas shots and launches, is just the beautiful view from these drones. You know, so many people will sit down there and they'll be like, oh, that's CGI. No, if you're physically down there, you're seeing this right now. The drone just adds depth. Are you streaming on anything else? YouTube, yes, and Facebook, yes. I don't know why, but the Twitter integration is busted of all things. You know, it works when it wants to, but yeah, right now it is just YouTube and Facebook, and we're putting out a full 4K stream, so you know. We're putting out an entire full 4K stream on those platforms. Again, we're about less than 31 minutes away as of right now. Everything is go for launch. What this is going to pretty much be is they're going to be doing a soft landing in the Gulf of Mexico with the booster, which is the main body. It's what makes it super tall. If they can make it actually do a soft landing, in the Gulf of Mexico. They're going to attempt on Starship number 5, which could either be the end of this month or possibly even next month. They're going to try to land it back on the ground. That's going to be absolutely insane. Now, when they say soft landing, I don't know if they're planning for a autonomous drone ship landing or if they mean belly down in the Gulf. Oh, really, Jason? Oh, wow. I did not know that. So, guys, we are less than 30 minutes away. Officially less than 30 minutes away. I'm going to take a real quick step away, and I'll be right back. I'm muted. Thank you, Savage. You said muted, and I had to question myself saying, how was I muted? You got me there. You got me. I have to admit, you got me. So we are here at Cameron County, Texas, which is, as you see, on the very far southern tip of Texas, and we're going to be watching the launch of Starship number 4. This is flight test number 4. It's going to be the most powerful rocket, literally. Starship has been in development for many, many, many years. And this is the 4th official test. Now, they have flown these before, but this is... Oh, they are going to do a water landing on Starship. Okay. So there will be a water landing. That is beautiful. That is coming out of Texas on a drone right now. They are pushing in so much fuel, as you can see. And as of right now, they are starting to do the LOX load on a booster, which is liquid oxygen load. So this is going to be absolutely huge, guys. I need you to tap your screens, hit that follow or subscribe button, depending on what platform you are seeing me on. This is going to be absolutely insane, Colin. Thank you for the follow. I am Money. thank you for the follow as well. Harvey, thank you for the lightning bolts and the rose. Thank you, buddy. Jenna Sue, thank you for sharing the live. Guys, I want you to start sharing this out. We are 25 minutes away from seeing more history being made. There's 413,000 viewers right now on X. 413,000 viewers on X. I want you guys to realize that. Custy, so, fun fact, we are planning on bringing back 5M and Minecraft servers as well. We have several 3 terabyte nodes. That is something that we've been considering here. We've just been working with path.net to get it. Paulo Lovin, is still up. Yeah, yeah. My hosting company has still been up. I have 2 ASNs to Aaron and numerous IP blocks as well. Yeah, I mean, I just don't go real public about it. One of it is it's easyservers.net. That's going to be the Minecraft one. It's not fully done yet, but yeah, easyservers.net. Thank you, Astro World. Yes. This is When Angels Fall. Yes. We could. I mean, we have BGP in place and we have power, so we could colo stuff theoretically. But with how things are, you really don't even need dedicated anymore. We were one of the first to introduce a virtual dedicated server, VDS, basically very high performance virtual server that's just a slice of a big one. Yes, Crystal, I am. Yes, I am live streaming on YouTube and on Facebook. I don't know if Facebook's working, but should be. All right, by 3 days. It depends. I think Shuffle's on. It is not. It's going to be a Shuffle. So, we'll have to find out. We are less than 22 minutes away, guys. Tap that follow button. Hit share. SpaceX, yes. This is a launch by SpaceX. If you come over to YouTube, it's a full 4K stream. Full 4K stream over here. This is going off in southern Texas. This will be flying over Florida, though. This is a very rare Texas launch. Oh, it's Godsmack. Godsmack is next. What was that song? Angels Fall by Breaking Benjamin. On V-Day? Do you mean the remembrance of D-Day? Because I think today is D-Day. I could be wrong, but I could have swore I saw Daily Mail UK doing something for D-Day over at Normandy's beach. Could be wrong. Could be 110% wrong. Beach landing in France. I thought it. I saw them. I only had like a cat nap. Ooh, look at those Raptor engines, guys. Look at those Raptor engines. Those things are so powerful. So powerful. Gator Mater, that is not okay whatsoever, and you're getting banned. You cannot say the N-word in here, bud. It's not tolerated whatsoever. What do I search on YouTube to watch? The Austinaires, my username. My username. Where is the Texas launch? Texas launch is out of Cameron County, which is the most southern... is the most southernmost county in Texas. So guys, tap your screens, hit the follow button or subscribe. If you're on YouTube, it's free to subscribe. It's like a follow on TikTok. And share this out. This is Houston. No, this is south. This is the most southernest tip of Texas you can go. No, if it was nighttime, you would probably see it from Houston, most likely. With it being very foggy and early in the morning, I don't see that being a thing. We're 19 minutes away, guys. We're 19 minutes away. Biomedics. So the rocket is going to go up. It's going to split off. They're going to attempt a soft landing of the booster, and then they're also going to attempt a re-entry on Starship, which is the actual rocket. We have the booster and then, like, the actual, like, mothership. The mothership and both the booster are going to try to re-entry. Like, the booster doesn't technically leave the atmosphere, so it stays within it, but they're going to do a soft landing. And then, pretty sure it's a soft landing. It could be a hard landing. I think it's soft. And then the mothership is going to re-enter the atmosphere and attempt a soft water landing. Pretty sure that's how that goes. Yeah, so you can kind of see how they're planning on this. This is how they're planning to do it. This is what they attempted to do last time, and they lost it upon re-entry. So hopefully, hopefully she actually lands. What astronauts are going? None in this, but we do want to... So, for those who don't know, Boeing, you can laugh, Boeing launched a Starliner yesterday. Unfortunately, there is a major helium leak. There's 2 astronauts on board. There is a major helium leak. As of now, they're attempting to dock to the ISS. Their intention is to get to the ISS. Due to the helium leak, they've lost a good percentage of the thrusters on that crew capsule, however. So we are monitoring that situation. There's going to be a statement made by NASA today, but it's the closest time we've possibly will lose astronauts since both Challenger and Columbia. However, everything appears to be fine as of right now, but we know how NASA is with their statements. You're in Cape Canaveral there, Parker? No, this is SpaceX. This is SpaceX Starship. That was Boeing Starliner who has the helium leak. Why are they launching it? For science. They need to collect data and test out these prototypes. Repost the live. My YouTube will automatically re-upload the live stream if that's what you mean. What should be canceled? No, this is the closest we've gotten without a delay. So you better shut up over there. You better shut up over there. This is the closest we have gotten to not being delayed for a Starship launch. Is there astronauts on board? No, there is not. Honestly, Fish, I don't know. I don't know Texas that well with a launch as such. I can tell you Cape Canaveral stuff. This is a bit different. This is Texas, you know? So SpaceX just said that we intentionally placed one thin heat shield tile and removed 2 tiles completely from the ship to measure how hot things get without tiles in those locations, while also testing some new thermal protection options. So that is part of the science. Is you see that the black. The black is the heat shield. They intentionally put one tile, which you saw they're like the octagon. They intentionally put one on the underside that is thin, and they also removed two entirely just to test how hot it can actually get and withstand. So it's going to blow up then? No, Eddie, no. NASA has nothing to do with this launch whatsoever. Yeah, NASA has absolutely nothing to do. This is completely SpaceX and is out of Texas. It's not even near the Cape. No, Willie, it will not be visible from Virginia. This was the Artemis testing. So what you guys are looking at is them testing for Artemis. The purpose of the rocket, it's going to what carries astronauts and equipment into deep space within the next decade. No, you will not be able to see it from Florida. With it being a daylight launch, I think the only people who will see it is those who are close to the Mexico-Texas border. Isn't Tom Cruise supposed to go to space? I'd imagine he would. I mean, he's that daredevil type, so I could totally picture that being a thing with him, you know? I could totally picture that being a thing with him. So guys, tap that follow button, hit the subscribe button if you are watching us on YouTube. Tap your screens and hit that share. We are about 13 minutes away from watching this launch. Before launch, we will tune into Mission Control audio. We'll be able to hear what's going on a few minutes prior to launch and throughout launch. Yes, South Texas. This is a South Texas launch. Tap your screens, hit that follow button. Let's get things going up in here. We're less than 13 minutes away, guys. Thank you, Bibby. What are you watching this on? I got 8 screens. You guys see all my screens in front? I got eight different screens. So, it's a newsroom, so I can see so many feeds at one time, and we pick and choose. Is this live? Yes, this is live, David. This is the closest we've gotten without a delay. This is the closest we've gotten. Last time they filled up probably, I don't know, 4 times? 4 times, I think. Oh, wow. Look at that, guys. When do you think we're going to the moon again? Next year, 2025. And we'll be there. We'll be there for the launch. I know Eddie wants to go. The hair in chat wants to go. We will be down there for that launch, which is supposed to be 2025. It's going to be the Artemis mission is what it is. I don't believe Houston will see it. People who live near West Texas, I don't think so, Emily. I don't think so. It's cloudy. It's far South Texas. That's you know, you could try, but I make no promises. Do you have a Cash App you could donate to? Someone said. I don't really use Cash App, and I'm not big on, you know, like donations and stuff. Yeah, I have gifts enabled and super chats on YouTube, which are super cool. But I don't sit here and ask for people to donate to me. Is there people going on a ship? No. Where's the launch? South Texas. Far South Texas. So this is at the Texas-Mexico border and on the Gulf of Mexico side. It's Texas side, but this is SpaceX. This is SpaceX Starship. This is Hawthorne, California. That is mission control at Hawthorne, California, guys. Everything is go for launch. All these guys are in. All these. Let me rephrase that. All of these men and women are engineers for SpaceX. You just saw. I'm still stuck in the old days of NASA. Just saying all these guys. My bad. I want to correct myself early on. Want to correct myself early on there. I say guys to everyone. That's just like I say buddy, you know. Boca Chica, Texas. Yes. Boca Chica, Texas. Yes. Krista, thank you for subscribing. Evan Shorts and Vids, thank you for subscribing on YouTube. Thank you. This is the Mars rocket. Yes, this is what will be used to take astronauts and equipment to set up bases on Mars. Be sure to tap that screen, guys. Tap that screen. This is going to be over the Gulf of Mexico, guys. This is going to be over the Gulf of Mexico. The Gulf of Mexico. See, that's what they are. I believe that's what they're anticipating. I could be wrong. There's clouds, so maybe that's not. Maybe that's not Mars. It looks like Mars, though, with the way that the atmosphere looks in this CGI video. Yeah, so they're planning on having two towers next to each other is what they're doing. Why is smoke coming out of the rocket? Great question. That is liquid oxygen fuel. Liquid oxygen is a major propellant for these rockets. And so it's constantly filling up and it evaporates. You know, ever think about dry ice and how dry ice has it always spewing off? Similar to that. My name is CGP. Candy GT plays. Not CGI, CGP. So guys, we are 7 minutes away. This is the closest we have gotten without a delay. I want you guys to think about that. This is the closest we have gotten without a delay. Be sure to tap that follow button. If you're just tuning in for the first time on my channel, I do a lot of breaking news coverage, severe weather coverage, and space launches. And some cool astronomy stuff as well. Last time you might have seen me was either Ocean Gate and covering Ocean Gate, talking about hurricane, or even about the Northern Lights and the Aurora Borealis. So, guys, we are 6 minutes, 30 seconds away. You do a lot of things for... Unfortunately, my mother is dead, so it's not in my mom's basement. So, thank you for that comment, Paul. Is this real time? Yes. This is real time, yes. So this is going to take us into the mission control audio here, guys. Yeah, so we're 6 minutes, 10 seconds away. We'll fade out here at about T-minus 2 minutes here and get this fired up with Hawthorne. Who owns this rocket? If you were watching on YouTube, you would see the launch is done by SpaceX, a.k.a. Elon Musk, a.k.a. the richest guy in the world. Everyone's lighting Paul up in chat. Everyone's lighting Paul up in chat. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Guys, tap your screens, hit that follow button. Hit the share. It's all good. Thank you for the sunglasses. Erica, thank you. Dakota, thank you. Ink, thank you. Miss Jen, Master Pilot, Evil Queen, Unknown Boss. Patrice is in here early. Hello, Patrice. Thank you. Anonymous, Jacob, Gordo. Thank you guys very much. Elon is not going to be on it. No, Elon is not going to be on it. What time is it for me? It is 8:45 a.m. Well, 8:46. If you guys are in YouTube, there right below here is says live from Pittsburgh, PA, and it has a current time. And then above me on TikTok, you have the launch countdown. So I try to put everything on the YouTube stream that people ask questions about. It's still a work in progress over time. It is still a work in progress. The video wall was supposed to be showing a video, and then that just kind of never happened. I had the remote for it, and then I just never put it up. Thank you. I thought I'd still ask. No problem. Abraham, hello on your YouTube chat. Hello, hello, hello. Lancaster, Pennsylvania's in chat. Hello. Paul biting the curb, 4K Ultra 3D. Gotta get that HDR in there too, bud. Guys, tap your screens, hit that follow button. We are less than 4 minutes away. No delays are on the clock. No delays are on the clock. It's good. Good stuff. Good stuff. Why are they doing this? Science. That is why. And please forgive me here as I got to make an adjustment as well. I kind of forgot about this. Again, it's still a work in progress. Okay.
Either on ship or booster. For the booster, we will be attempting to perform a landing burn to have a soft splashdown in the Gulf of Mexico.
1 million views right now is occurring on this live stream.
So hopefully that will work and we'll see a successful
sponsored
soft
by
splashdown.
SpaceX.
For the ship, we're hoping to demonstrate controlled re-entry.
It's officially hit 1 million live viewers as of right now.
And that will be followed by
absolutely insane. There's a million people watching
that is the same target
on
as
Elon's
we had
platform.
On Flight 3, so everything should look pretty similar.
This is real, guys. Yes, this is real.
And we just heard the call out there that all prop load is closed out. So at this point, there is like 10 million pounds of propellant on board Starship.
We're 2 minutes, 10 seconds away.
It's getting very exciting.
No delays.
We
no
are
delays.
Just about 2 minutes away from T0.
And guys, be sure if you want a. Again, I'm doing full 4K on YouTube. It's the best way to do that. Full 4K on YouTube.
And as Jesse just said, we are under 2 minutes away. So prop load is complete. All the fill drain lines into ship and booster have closed. Right now we're doing the pushback, so clearing out all those ground lines of propellant. And that'll be completed over the next couple of seconds. We're coming up on that T-minus 40 mark. Again, not planning to hold. If we do, or if we get a hold after we pass it, we can snap back to that T-minus 40, and then we can stay there for about 30 minutes or so if any other issues crop up. Once we pass T-minus 40, a lot of things happen, both on the vehicle and the ground. It's running a lot of its own self-checkouts, venting different tanks and pressure lines throughout the vehicle.
Hello, guys. Tap your screens,
That's about how much time it takes.
Hit that follow button. We're about a minute away, guys.
Actions, which is why we hold there. But all of that happens automated. You do a final checkout of the TVC, the thrust vector control, how we're going to steer.
This is in Texas, yes. Boca Chica, Texas.
Away.
Boca Chica, Texas, guys. Propellant load is done. No holds. First time we've had no holds on a ship like this.
All right,
35 seconds.
Close in, we are past the 40-second mark.
30 seconds.
So, let's listen in. Flight Director Ty Huntington's going to
go
take us
for launch
through
from FD. FD gave
one more
a
time
go.
for Starship liftoff.
20 seconds. 15 seconds.
T-minus 15.
10 seconds.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
That's how powerful and loud it is. It's cleared the tower. Wow, look at that, guys. That is absolutely insane.
Vehicle is pitching downrange.
First time we haven't had any holds, just a pure launch on schedule, on time. Now, it was no earlier than 8 a.m. They did say 8:50 was going to be their launch time.
30 seconds into flight.
Absolutely fantastic.
The rumbles are still building here in the Raptor's nest. We're seeing 32 out of 33 engines lit on the Super Heavy right now.
Sure, hit that follow button.
Coming up shortly is going to be max Q, that maximum aerodynamic pressure.
It's just not the launch that we're watching this for, guys. They're going to attempt re-entry. That is where we are wanting to see if this rocket actually works the way it should.
All right, we just passed through max Q, so we're going to continue on up. We still have about a minute and 30 seconds until we get to stage separation.
It is now faster than the speed of sound.
Starship now flying faster than the speed of sound.
I did notice that. One motor is not lit. You are correct. You are correct. There is one that is not lit.
So you got a couple of views. You got some ground trackers in your top camera there. You're looking down from the top of the booster in the bottom left, and then a camera in the top flap of the ship looking back in the bottom right. So getting a couple of different looks as Starship heads up.
Hope you guys see that a little bit better
Once we get the hot staging, a lot of things happen.
The hot staging is the most important piece, guys. That's where you're going to want to stick around to watch.
First, and then the 3 center sea level engines. Before we're separated, all of that exhaust gets plumed out the side of the hot stage, and then the ship will separate itself. All but the 3 center engines on the booster are going to shut down, so the booster never stops its thrust while we go through this hot stage maneuver.
Think about that. The
After
booster
that, the
never
booster's going to do its flip, start heading back, and then the ship will be on its own power on its way to space.
This is SpaceX.
Coming up in just about 30 seconds from now.
30 seconds, guys. 30 seconds.
As of right now, still looking in like 32 out of 33 Raptors lit on the booster. And
hey, guys, we're going to see this hot stage
down. They're going to turn off and bank, so you'll see the lights on the bottom left screen of the engines that are active start to.
This is one of the most important pieces to be watching, guys. We're about 15 seconds away.
Booster engine cut off.
Okay.
Ship ignition. Stage separation confirmed.
Boost burn start up.
Acquisition.
Okay.
Houston.
No collision, no nothing. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Hot stage confirmed. Ship under its own power. Booster boosting back. Looks like all 13 are lit. Kate, we've got a booster on the way back to the Gulf and a ship on the way to space.
This is awesome, guys. We're going to see this.
Ship chamber pressures are nominal.
Ship power and telemetry nominal.
All right, the first stage currently performing the boost back burn. This is expected to last a little over 1 minute. This propels the booster back toward the coast, taking it to a landing in the waters of the Gulf of Mexico. As you can see on your screen in the bottom left-hand corner, we were only using the 13 center engines from
they will attempt some landings.
Heard confirmation there of good boost back burn shutdown.
H2 tank pressures are nominal.
This is awesome. Oh yeah, look at that!
Lots of excitement. So right here, this is.
Look at the payload. Look at the payload.
This is our view of the jettisoned hot stage. As we mentioned, this is a temporary fix to help reduce the weight of the booster. So we have the Super Heavy booster. Future iterations will have a lighter weight integrated hot stage structure that won't need to be jettisoned.
Someone said,
now,
who believes this?
Jettison,
It's CGI. If you were in Texas, you'd be seeing this right now.
It's water landing in the Gulf. In the meantime, the ship will coast for about 40 minutes or so up to an altitude of 214 kilometers. And after
high.
its coast phase, it will attempt a controlled reentry.
We will be live for the reentry. That's super important, is that reentry.
Before splashing down in the Indian Ocean. But as a reminder, we are not attempting.
Trajectory nominal.
Good news there. Trajectory is looking good for the ship, which is on the right-hand side of your screen.
10,000 kilometers an hour on Starship on the right side of your screen.
At this point
it's
in
officially
time,
over 10,000 kilometers an hour.
We have no engines lit on the booster. It is coasting back toward the Gulf of Mexico for a
Someone said, I don't understand why they were so happy, because
Raptor engines.
every maneuver
sea level and
is getting closer and closer to a final product.
That are lit, as
That's
you can
why.
see on your screen.
That's why people are so happy. So we are going to see this. It is almost vertical, guys.
These views have been looking incredible.
Booster is coming back down into the Gulf, guys.
Super Heavy has been performing beautifully today. And you can hear the crowd is very excited about it. As a reminder for Booster, the primary goal today is to do a landing burn and a splashdown in the water. And we are just about 30 seconds away from that landing burn, expecting to begin. And an incredible
30
view
seconds.
From the
tap your screens. Tap your screens.
Portion of the booster. This is basically
tap
on top
your screens,
of the Super
guys.
Heavy booster, where we have jettisoned that hot stage. So now we can see this incredible view of Earth as it's making its way back down to the Gulf of Mexico.
Here we go.
Right now, the booster is using the 4 hypersonic grid fins to guide itself through atmospheric re-entry.
Let's see, guys.
And we are expecting that landing burn here.
Let's see if these Raptors refire. 1.5 million viewers right now on the official feed through SpaceX.
And we will be igniting 13 engines, and this is a great view. On your left-hand side is 3 views from the booster, and your right-hand side a view from the ship. And you can see those grid fins on your left-hand screen. Rotating and turning to guide the booster. And there's that landing burn.
There's the ocean. That's the Gulf of Mexico.
The landing burn just begun. And you can see the water below.
Okay, here she comes down.
And we have splashdown.
That's awesome. That is awesome. That's awesome, because this now will allow SpaceX for Starship number 5 to land back on hard ground. That is awesome. That is what was needed.
Terminal guidance.
That was absolutely incredible.
That is
what successful splashdown of the Super
That is what was needed.
Love seeing it
for
just tip over
Starship number 5 to do a actual
the next
landing.
Milestone is coming up in about
that
a
is
minute.
awesome.
The ship is going to shut off its Raptor engines,
Ship engine cut off.
which we see right there.
That was awesome.
As we mentioned before, today's test flight is not an orbital flight, but rather one that demonstrates the Starship's orbital capability.
So that is what was needed for our launch next month, most likely next month. We don't know, but it's supposed to be next month. They needed to have a good soft landing to prove to the FAA that it's safe to actually land that booster on a hard surface. So that there proves to the FAA that they can now be approved to land on hard ground.
Oh, there's great news there. The call out we were hoping to hear. Amazing views once again from Starship. We have our second Starship in space. These live views being brought to us by Starlink, which is on board the ship. Dan, what an incredible view we have once again. So exciting.
Awesome.
Got another ship in space.
There's no people in it. No, there is no people in this one.
I'm I'm like still
right,
jumping
Andrew?
up and down.
Right, Andrew, Michael?
This whole building was going absolutely insane when we saw the booster hit the
How
water.
does this happen without service? They just said it's Starlink.
Congrats to
Starlink.
Everybody that's just been
Starlink
putting in
is
insane
above
amounts
the
of hours
rocket.
and everything to make this thing a reality. And I feel like every single time we do one of these, we're seeing
hopefully within a
something
few years,
wildly
it
new.
is
We got to see the hot
man-rated,
stage
hopefully.
jettison,
But I don't think,
and the booster in the water.
as of right now, there's no
just
crew
to recap
plans.
real quick,
So
over
you're probably
everything that's
looking
happened. So we lifted off,
2028-ish.
At 7:50 a.m. Only
Justin,
9
this
minutes
is the
ago.
ship
How's it
that
only been
will
9
be
minutes?
going to
7:50 a.m.
Mars
Central at 12:50
within a
UTC.
decade.
We
This
saw
will be
32
what
of the
goes to Mars in a
33,
decade.
Raptor
Right
engines
now,
on
this is
Super
all
Heavy
the
make
testing. This
ascent.
is the
We had
prototype.
Successful cutoff, successful hot staging. All 6 engines on the ship powered it all
Wow,
the way
look at
into a nominal orbital trajectory. And we've already been
Guys,
getting
tap
some
that follow
live
button
views,
if you are new
from the
here.
ship on board.
I appreciate
After
everyone.
that, the booster
We've
was able
officially
to do its
hit
boost back
100,000
burn.
likes
Like
on the
we're actually getting
TikTok
some views from
live.
the ground still,
Absolutely fantastic.
potentially
You guys
from
are
Florida,
so awesome.
of the ship.
You guys are
as it's up
so
there.
awesome for that.
Yeah, so that's a
It shows
view
up
from
as
some of our
0.1 million
tracking cameras
likes on the
ground in
live. So
Florida.
at least I hit the M.
But the ship,
oh,
we
you
just
guys are
heard,
awesome.
Successful orbital insertion, so it's right where it needs to be, and is now going to continue on its way to coast until it comes to re-entry. But I mean,
re-entry is going to be a big thing. We
boost-back
saw,
burn,
well,
jettison the
we
hot
saw
stage,
through
and then
telemetry.
the landing burn, it looked like
number
we saw
3
12 of the 13
blow
engines
up
light up, and then that
on
first
re-entry.
ever soft splashdown.
So
in the
about
water.
30 minutes, we'll see
a whole lot still to
see
come.
the re-entry
Ship
and if it
now
actually
on
makes
its way
it or
to its
not.
primary objective of entry. That's going to be coming up in just under 40 minutes from now. So a lot still
or maybe
to come,
40.
but
It's supposed to be 30, I thought.
What a 9 minutes to start this mission off. So can't wait to see what entry is going to show us. But
the re-entry is going to be a big
incredible.
thing.
Back over to you, Jesse and Kate.
If it makes re-entry, and guys, you can actually, so the way that they have engineered these cameras, you can see the glowing magma basically on re-entry.
That was some incredible views that we have never seen before. It has been nonstop since liftoff, and with the booster having completed its job for the day, we're going to take a short break for about the next 28 minutes, and we'll return while the we're going to take a break while the ship is
they'll be taking a break. I will be answering questions
exactly
about anything.
Flight 3, Starlink may enable us to talk with the ship through re-entry
we're super excited because
we are still
the
testing
FAA
Starlink
hates
during
Elon
this
Musk.
phase of flight.
They hate
of
Elon.
Course, nothing is certain.
So he had to prove to them that,
we do have views. We
have
sure
control of this booster. Let us land back on ground. It's safe. Let us land back on ground.
Because I said it went away. So we will try to bring those two.
Why are things falling
views
off?
Or no views? We'll see you back
this
here
ain't a
at
pretty
T plus
ship.
40 minutes for coverage
this
of
is
Starship's
not a
re-entry, flip
ship.
maneuver, landing burn, and splashdown.
This ain't a pretty ship. That's what it comes down to.
Lost signal, Key West.
That's the thing. It's not supposed to be a pretty thing is what it is. That's what it comes down to, is it's not supposed to be a pretty thing. That's why. Oh. So, that's what it comes down to, is it's not supposed to be a pretty thing. So, that's why. So, here to answer questions. Built to get the job done. Exactly. A convenient break. Yeah. They'll be back with a feed here soon. Why they cut the feed? So, whenever a rocket is launched, okay, you don't always have service. You don't always have service in your quotes. You lose signal, you know? And it also happens upon re-entry as well. It's called a blackout zone. For example, when Columbia blew up with 7 astronauts on board, it occurred during a radio blackout phase. What are the white particles seen coming out? So that that is some of the insulation. That's some of the heat foam. Because those tiles, a lot of it is ceramic foam, if you don't realize that. Fun fact, with Columbia, for example, Columbia blew up because upon launch, the external fuel tank, the ET, it was coated in this similar material, this foam sound dampening material, except it was hard, okay? It was hard, and they actually had a chunk fall off. It was about 1 foot by 1 foot wide, and it pierced the wing, so foam on foam. That's why Columbia blew up, is upon re-entry, the heat got into the aft of the starboard wing and blew it out. So it's just pieces of that tile, that foam. Oh no, it wasn't erratic whatsoever. It was not erratic whatsoever. No, this was a SpaceX launch. NASA had nothing to do with this at all. NASA had nothing to do at all. And we still have telemetry on the ship right now. We still have telemetry on the ship. She's sitting at 26,311 kilometers an hour at altitude of 193 kilometers. That's awesome, So much improvement. Yeah, there's been a ton of improvement. There's been a ton of improvement since the beginning. Since that beginning. It was absolutely stunning. Yes, it was. No astronauts on this. And it's not CGI. I have an 8,000 millimeter camera. Things like a Canon. Literally, it's like that long. You can go out and see this, you know. What's up, Rogue? How you doing, buddy? Is there a chance it could blow up on re-entry? Yes, it can, Flutter One. Yes. Yes, it can. Oh, it's coming back. Yeah. So the Starship will be coming back. Yes. When will astronauts be on this? I don't know of any crewed plans. If anything, possibly the late 2020s. Possibly. But I don't know of any crewed plans. Where is it going? It's going up. It's going to hit about 210 kilometers above Earth. It's going to try to do a re-entry. It's going to do a flip and roll, and then it's going to try to re-enter over the Indian Ocean, aka like where Point Nemo is. It's furthest. That's where a lot of space junk goes. Is Point Nemo. I didn't say Challenger. I said Columbia there. I said Columbia was during the radio blackout when it was over Texas, Louisiana. What time does it launch? It has already launched. We are going to be awaiting within the next 25 minutes when they start doing some roll and flip procedures. Signal. So they have signal on it. Right now, they are trying, if you want the honest opinion, they have the feed. They have the feed. What they typically will do is they'll try to do different procedures with it that they don't want the public to know, mainly because of Boeing and Jeff Bezos' company and a few others. They try not to give away their trade secrets, so that's why they're not showing the feed right now, if you want my honest opinion, you know? They could do this, but not help those in need in our country. This accomplishes nothing. So, lead to Wavy. This has no government funding. This is privately owned by Elon Musk. SpaceX is a private company. It's not the government. The government has zero say in this other than if it can launch or not launch through the FAA. So, roll, pitch, flip. Those types of procedures that they want to try to do. There's a place with a bunch of space junk? Yes, it's called Point Nemo. It is the furthest point away from human civilization in like 2,500 miles every which direction. Look up Point Nemo. Yeah, that's it. They have zero say other than, hey, you got the license and permit to launch. I don't even think it's a license. I think it's a permit. The FAA is what decides if, hey, you can launch or no, you can't launch. But other than that, and handing out fines. They love to fine Elon. He can make it, well, he's been launching a lot more than NASA has. He's had more crewed launches under his belt than NASA has in the past 2 decades. So obviously he's doing some fairly good stuff, you know? They got rid of the orbiter. They got rid of the space shuttle, aka the orbiter. And so we had no way to launch a crew. We was having to send them to Russia and launch from Russia at Roscosmos in Kazakhstan. This is so Sigma, JK's World says. Flutter 1, thank you. Yep, no problem, buddy. No problem at all. So we will have this back up, and probably, I mean, hopefully we have it up within the next 15 to 20 minutes or so. Falcon X has a spotless history. The Falcons have a spotless history. You know, once they got that re-landing under their belt, no issue at all. What was Elon Musk launching 15, 20 years ago? That would be the Falcon prototypes. They would go out to an island in the Pacific and actually launch. That would be correct, Nugget. Yeah, the Point Nemo, the people who are closest to Point Nemo is those in the International Space Station. Hi, Jacob. Road goes, Elon Musk for God Emperor. You know, it'd be interesting if Elon was president. It would be very interesting if Elon was president. Except he'll never be eligible because he's not natural born citizen. Starliner, possibly when they attempt to do the docking. So for those who don't know, we have 2 astronauts inside of the Boeing Starliner, which is the crew capsule for Boeing. They have a helium leak right now. They lost a good portion of the thrusters of the command module. They are attempting that they think they can make it to the International Space Station and dock safely, but we don't know if that's going to be the case. I'm hoping that they're able to successfully dock without issue, but if they lose any of the braking thrusters, they may not be able to dock, and I don't know if they have enough on board to make it back to Earth. So that is a situation being monitored very closely. That involves NASA and ULA and Boeing and a few others. So that is what's happening with that. Oh, thank you, M. Everyone always loves the music. Everyone always loves the music. My TikTok videos are finally blowing up. I remember reading an article where Elon Musk said that his plans for approaching Mars was inspired by the series The Expanse. Would not be surprised in any way. Would not be surprised. I read his, he had a very small biography come out. It was a book, and I mean this book, it was very small, big font. It wasn't, but it talked about his Zip2 days when he made his own ISP, and PayPal, which he didn't really want to talk about, when he made PayPal, and then a lot of people don't realize that Elon made PayPal. So many people forget that he invented and created PayPal, which is, he got screwed over. eBay screwed him over tremendously on that deal. And when eBay screwed him over on the PayPal deal, he put this money to create this company. SpaceX has been around since the turn of the millennium. Yeah, so it would not surprise me at all. Good morning, Tom. Guys, don't go anywhere. This will be back in about 15 to 20 minutes here. That is when we'll tune back into Mission Control. Hello, Ellison. Hello. So this will be in about 20 minutes here, 15, 20 minutes. We should have the feedback. 200,000 likes on this live stream, guys. I really appreciate it. Jacob, maybe, is it? Is it Jacob? I don't know. They are. So, Derek, the booster made its landing in the Gulf of Mexico. We all witnessed it. If you guys were here about 15 minutes ago, we actually watched a booster actually land in the Gulf of Mexico. Right now, they're preparing to do some roll and flip procedures. So you will see that here in about 15 to 20 minutes. It is almost at altitude, guys. We're getting close. It's a 212 kilometers. This is very, very, very close. Our feed should be coming back very soon. Rogue, I appreciate you guys. Come on, guys. Let's get that like counter up a bit more on YouTube. Yeah, so we had 3,500 people in the TikTok. A lot of people was only here for the launch and the landing of the booster. They don't realize that we're actually going to see a very, very rare view, and that is actually the re-entry, where it's actually glowing red hot. We're actually going to see it glow red hot as it tries to land, or I should say re-enter Earth. A lot of people don't realize that, but we're going to actually see that. So, that's what we're waiting to see here. Why is it going to be so hot? So, that's the way physics works, you know. The atmosphere doesn't like things coming into it whatsoever. There's a lot of resistance. And as you're coming in, that's a lot of energy. You know, that's kinetic energy. And as it's coming in, it has a lot of surface. That surface area and surface tension, what happens is energy is expelled and creates heat. It generates heat. And so the bigger the surface, the more energy that's coming in, the more it has to expel, which is why it glows red hot. That's the heat. Friction, in a way, yeah. Yeah, it's in a way friction. It's not really rubbing against anything. This is friction, you know. Friction, it's not friction, you know. Friction, you have to be actually rubbing against something. I know, Rogue. You don't do TikTok. You somehow found me on YouTube, which I appreciate. It did not make successful re-entry last time, so we're hoping this time it does. It does. Go in atmosphere burn. No, it launched. We're just waiting for the feed to come back. That's all, guys. We're just waiting for the feed to come back on the media side. Everything is still golden. We have 2.5 million viewers right now on the live stream through the media feed. So think about that, guys. 2.5 million people are waiting for this feed to come back. Super awesome. I was on your TikTok, but went on YouTube. I appreciate it. Back in the Steve Bob days. Oh, God loves Steve Bob. What is next plan? As long as everything goes well and they can do re-entry on this, then we move to Starship number 5. So Starship number 5, we needed that soft landing in the Gulf of Mexico with the booster. Now that will allow the FAA to say, hey, Elon knows what he's doing with this. You can now do a hard landing on the ground. And now they're going to attempt to do this soft splashdown on this. And they may try to do a capture on number 5 with it. Ooh. I think we're getting closer, guys. I think we're getting closer. Big waste of money. Good. Hey, the best thing about that, doggy, it's not your money being wasted. It's nothing to do with taxpayers' money. This is 100% private. Elon has a lot of money himself from his investments, so it's his money he's using in this. Yeah, Skarsgård, hopefully about 5-10 minutes. It should be getting soon. They started spinning the Starship there, so we should start to see this. What's the point? To get to Mars. I don't know what you mean by invasion of privacy. If you knew the amount of spy satellites we have up there, we have spy satellites up there that could read your license plate on your vehicle. And that's not invasion of privacy. Ever since the Patriot Act, we've had we've been able to, the government could go in very easily to an ISP and say, hey, I need to see all this guy's emails records. Okay, here you go. Exactly, Phil. Elon has invented PayPal, Tesla, much more. Yes. The whole spy balloon float around, right? Says invasion of privacy, but uses Google Maps. Yeah. A lot of people don't realize that the Patriot Act, they say, oh, it's there because of post-Sep 11th. I can't say the word. TikTok doesn't like that, but the incident of 2001, it was there because they can see everything. They could go in. They can see your bank accounts whenever they want. Here's $2. Here's $2 for a gas station coffee. Ha! Rogue, did you actually send that? Did you? You did. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Thank you, Rogue. Thank you for the $2 super chat, bud. I'm using a thing called Restream to go out. It's supposed to be to Twitter and Facebook and YouTube, and so it doesn't pop up all fancy, but I saw it pop up. I found some change on the couch. That's awesome. Thank you, Rogue. I appreciate it. So what can happen when it re-enters? Well, so for those who don't know, they are using, they are doing separate tests. So on the re-entry, they have one heat shield that is thinner than the others, and they're going to see how well it works with their new thermal technology on that one tile. And they also have removed 2 tiles, and they're going to see how hot it gets where those 2 tiles should be. And this is, you could buy your data from these companies. Kind of hard to use anything without data collection. Yeah, you could buy data. Oh, yeah. Fun fact, I've been getting a ton more scam calls on my phone. So, and I found out through the sources that if you get a phone number that calls you, rings one time, then hangs up, what they're doing is it's a bot that's calling all these phone numbers, and if it can get a successful ring, they take that number and sell it to the car warranty scammers and stuff like that. They sell your info. So if it rings, they will actually... Everything I just said is typed into Discord because, Apple likes to listen. But, yeah, so if you, the amount of phone numbers I have that call me, I'm almost at the point where I'm about to block all calls unless you are contacting my phone. That is how bad it's starting to get with these scam calls. Who chose that music? It's in the playlist. Chinese spy balloons, right? It rings and hangs up fast and then calls back fast. Yeah. Yeah. I've had that happen. I've had blocked numbers call as well. Yeah, they're going to do re-entry here, but they also are doing roll in pitch and flip procedures here soon. I've got an app that blocks them all. Yeah, I just don't want to pay $10 a month for an app. You know, like I have a reissued number for over 15 years and still getting scam calls for the previous owner. That's insane, Rogue. Source goes Alexa. Yeah, Alexa's big on. I got a $60 check from the Amazon settlement for the spying Alexa. No, this is not on cable. Also, I gotta ask, who still pays for cable? I own my own ISP, for those who don't know. I own my own ISP. I'm my own carrier. And why do people still use cable? Cable's unregulated. They could do whatever the hell they want on cable. It's unregulated. And they charge out the ass, which is why it's unregulated. Fun fact, guys. I'm probably going to get banned for this, but I really don't care because y'all need to see this. Fun fact, you get the live IPTV app, okay? If you get the live IPTV app, okay? You literally, all you have to do is go to github.com. All you have to do is this, IPTV GitHub. That's all you have to do. IPTV GitHub. You come down here, you have literally everything, you know, grouped by let's say country, you know. And you come down, United States, right here, you have 1,800 channels for free. All you have to do, and you just punch it in. And all of a sudden, you now have, I don't know, let me look here in this folder. A lot of people don't realize this. You don't have to pay. You don't have to pay whatsoever. And what it does here is, it basically pulls together all this stuff, you know, all these channels. These are the direct links. ABC, Buffalo, Denver, Detroit, Los Angeles, Omaha. Yeah, it's GitHub. GitHub is, everyone uses GitHub, even the National Weather Service. But yeah, look, see, all these ABC News channels, you don't have to pay for TV. Adult Swim, you know, you have literally everything. 1,800 channels, Baby Shark TV, AWE Encore, AWE, Beach TV, Beverly Hills Television, you know. But yeah, you don't have to pay. Oh, sorry guys, we're back. But yeah, you know, so many people think that you gotta pay. Like, there's ways around paying. Whoops. We don't have that back yet. I thought we did. I thought we were back with that. But yeah, you know, is this legal per chance? I mean, as long as you don't try to sell it, that's a big thing, okay? That's a big thing. But even then, just get a VPN. Get a router that you could throw a VPN on. You know, boom. Use a hotspot, you know? Like, it's not that hard, but is it a safe site? Yeah, like, it's... You can get an app on your TV. For example, you know, I have Apple TV here. This is what feeds my video wall. So, literally, an Apple doesn't block... What's the site called? You just Google... If you Google IPTV GitHub, Internet Provider Television, IPTV, GitHub, it's IPTV-org, and it says GitHub, a collection of publicly available IPTV. It's all publicly available. There's an app I use. The app, it's called IPTV Live. When I click on it here, and you enter the M3, M3U URL. That's the thing. You go under browse by country. You browse by country. You find the United States, and then all of a sudden. So, for example, with this, and I go over here, IPTV, and I come down. I don't know why it did this. I think it did an update, but yeah. HTTPS :// and then it's IPTV-org. So IPT, where's my V? V -org, IPTV-org.github. Oh. .github. And that's .io. GitHub.io/IPTV. /countries. /us.m3u. And that's all you have to do. I could have used a voice to text, but I didn't want to interrupt. You click go. It's been imported successfully. We continue. And then see, I have all these different types of channels. So for example, if I want to do entertainment here, I have all these channels, For example, if I want to watch Fear Factor comes right on. News, if I want to watch news, what's going on in Savannah, Georgia? This is the Savannah, Georgia station right here. If I want to see what's going on in Kansas City, here's Kansas City right now live. It's IPTV-live. You can use VLC. This is on my thing here, my Apple TV. It's any IPTV. So yeah. What IP? You can, Chris, any IPTV app, like, if you type in your app store, IPTV M3U, Mike 3 Uniform M3U, it'll pop up. A lot of people don't realize IPTV. The only thing, again, they're publicly available links. The only thing is, you're supposed to video on how to do this. I could. It's publicly available. You can use a VPN. If you feel safer using a VPN, you can do a VPN if you feel safer. I just use a free IPTV app on my TV back here. They even they got NASA. So, for example, the ISS views, it's not up right now. The media. Right here. What you guys are seeing is a live camera inside the NASA Mission Control. How do you know it's live? Oh, it's hard for you guys to see on TikTok, but that is the Boeing Starliner right there. That's what they're tracking. You can actually see the Boeing Starliner right there. So, yeah, you literally have it all for free. What's up, Rogue? Vote. We need to vote to open source. Everything should be open source. I love open source. Let me see, guys. I'm going to post the link here. Screenshot the link. If you guys are in TikTok, screenshot the link. I'm about to drop the link here. I'll do the United States. I'll drop the United States one. Screenshot the link. There you guys go. That's your IPTV. GitHub is very open source. You put that in any IPTV. Ooh, look at the clouds, guys. Ooh, that's actually beautiful, guys. It's beautiful. Tap your screens, guys. Tap your screens. FBI, open up. All right. Is it burning? Yes, it is getting hotter. You guys can actually see it getting hot. This will be re-entering. Yes, this will be re-entering. Giovanni, any IPTV app that you can put in an M3U, you see how the end of that URL says M3U? You can Google M3U app for your device, like Apple, iOS, Android. Cast TV also has it. That's good. That is called a lens flare. If you're talking about that dot that's up there, that is called a lens flare. Is it pirating? It's open source. It's publicly available. It is publicly available. She's cooking eggs now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Guys, tap your screens. Tap your screens. What the hell, Rogue? Really? Why would he put CBD oil on a gun? That's just disgusting. Like, why? Why did it go to space? They are doing this for science, guys. They are doing this for science. Yeah, as long as... Now, if I was to create a company and try to resell this IPTV service... That is where you get into major legal problems. And people do that and they get raided. You can't sell it. It's public, you know, you cannot sell it. See, if I was a scumbag, I'd be like, I'm going to sell this ebook like it's 2012 again. And seeing a dude broadcast NASCAR and he cussed the whole time. He's gone now. Oh, goodness. yeah, look at that, guys. So you can actually see the honeycomb-like tiles. That is that heat shield I was talking about. And you can see where the white was, where some of the tiles started to peel back. So, again, this is all one big learning exercise is what it is. This is a big learning exercise. There's no person in this. No person is in this at all. Okay, so this is going to be one of the hottest points, guys. This is going to be one of the hottest points of Starship. Well, this is not a NASA company, so that's a good thing. Yeah, so it's proceeding around 25,500 kilometers, and it's using the speed, or I'm sorry, it's using that surface to slow itself down. It's at 69 kilometers, and she is coming into Earth. Is there a Nick? Is there Nick? What's up, J? Had to rewind to watch it go into twilight. Well, they recovered ship. No, this is going into the Indian Ocean. This is going into the Indian Ocean. It is in re-entry phase right now, as you guys are seeing. This is in re-entry phase. So this is a rocket re-entry, guys. This is a rocket re-entry. Time that is. It's only 6:42 a.m. for me. Oh. Sorry, Vince. Nightbot's a little stringent. Sorry about that, buddy. So again, this is at 68 kilometers right now. They're just riding it. So what they're purposefully doing is they're riding the atmosphere like this. Instead of coming in and trying to go down, instead of them trying to do this, what they're doing is they're just doing this because they're trying to build up as much heat as they can to really test these heat tiles. That's the big thing. The clock is going off of, it's going off of whatever the, time sync was, which was this. Okay. I just resynced it. I resynced the time, so maybe it's a bit better now. Is that a bit better there, Vince? I didn't realize that you could resync like that. I didn't realize you could resync time on Windows. There's actually a thing. Because we have 2 separate computers now instead of just one, so appreciate it. We have rovers on Mars, yes. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. That's weird. I use NTP server, so it sure never happened. Okay, guys, 63 kilometers. She's now re-entering. She is now re-entering. 62 kilometers. Let's see, guys. Let's see. Oh, you can actually see the temperature there. That green is what it's made out of. Think of like a meteorite coming in. That's why the meteorites are different colors. So this is actually the green. Oh, look at that, guys. Look at that beautiful, beautiful streak there. And this is just so you guys know, this is my mouse. So just so you know, this is my mouse. You don't have to think it's like something else. That is my mouse that you see. I know some people will be like, oh, there's a mouse there. It's CGI. That's my mouse. It's my mouse. Yeah, no problem, Rogue. No problem, buddy. 59 kilometers. Can you zoom out? No, this is, I can move it over a bit. I can move it over just a bit there. There you guys go. Whoops. There you guys go. No problem at all, bud. So, 58 kilometers, guys. 58 kilometers. See, and we didn't even get this type of quality from the space shuttle. And that's NASA. We couldn't even get cameras on the space shuttle that could withstand this temperature on the outside. And we got it now. So, 57 kilometers. Hell, Paul again. Yep, here we go. Look at that, guys. Look at that. If we see ocean, that is absolutely insane. JK's world. If we see ocean, that is awesome. Oh, you guys can see there. Look, you can actually see where it's catching fire, where those tiles came off. You can actually see where it's burning through the aft wing. This is perfect. They were planning for this. They were planning because they said that they had 2 tiles they didn't put on purpose. This appears to be planned. This appears to be planned. Okay, we have burned through on about a quarter of the wing. This is perfectly normal because they did not. No, it is. If you listened early on, because there's a camera pointed right there, they actually did not put 2 tiles on purpose in a specific area to see at what temperature it got to before failing. Yeah, they did that on purpose. The camera has some gunk on it because of that. Yeah, so you guys can see you'll see the flash. You can see the flashes intermittently there. Yeah, it is cracked. Yeah, no, Lexus, if you were here earlier, you would have heard that there was 3 specific tile tests. One is that they used a thinner tile somewhere, and the other 2 were that they did not. We're less than 10,000 kilometers an hour. Less than 10. We still have the vehicle is still okay. Vehicle is still okay as of right now. Can you reach out and clean the lens? How big are the tiles? Huge. So this is maximum dynamic pressure, guys. This is maximum dynamic pressure. You guys can see actually through that cracked lens there. The vehicle is still there. It's still operational. We still have signal. Yeah, you guys can still see that through the little hole. Is this even considered a vehicle? Yes, this is a vehicle. In terms of spaceflight, this is a vehicle. Yeah, that's why they put the camera there. Was they did not, because I even called it out. I said that's probably where they put they didn't put the tiles. They wanted to see what would happen in the event that they didn't have a heat shield coming back in. So we're most likely going to see this land in. We'll most likely see this vehicle land because it's now only 40 kilometers above. I expect to see this land. We still have telemetry on. We still have telemetry. Yeah, we still have telemetry. We still have telemetry. Here we go. We got a video feed. We still got this here, guys. It's holding on by a couple bolts and threads. Data's still coming in. The telemetry is still there. It's trying to pitch down. It's like doing this. Okay. We still have telemetry. 7 kilometers. It's made it through the atmosphere, guys. It is subsonic right now. We made it through the atmosphere. We can start to see the damage, though, that this thing has survived. Why are they cheering? It survived the re-entry. Okay, so right now it's like this. It's got to get like this. It's got to erect. We got to see. She's trying to get erect right now. She is trying to get erect. Let's see if they can refire and get erect. Oh, my bad.
Right now.
My bad, guys. There you go.
More, but we'll take it.
So no one told me about the audio. Oh, come on. No, get up, get up, get up. Okay, okay, okay. She fired the wing. Okay, the wing is up. The wing is up.
Landing board startup.
Here's the ocean. It did it. It did it.
Starship is in landing burn.
Landing burn shutdown.
It's in the ocean. It did it. It's in the ocean.
The landing
It's in the ocean.
was commanded.
It did it. It's in the ocean. It's in the ocean, guys. That was that was awesome.
Wow.
It's in the ocean.
I mean, it was a little bit of use your imagination as you were going down with what we could actually see. But
we had the booster land. We had the ship land. That's awesome. That is awesome.
2 engines.
Exactly what we were hoping for.
Shut down, but we'll go back through all the data. But we did get confirmation that a landing burn took place. Starship made it through re-entry and did its first ever landing.
That was awesome.
From South Texas.
That was super, super awesome, guys. That was a fully successful test.
Guys. Yeah.
That was the fully successful test, guys. That was perfect. That was perfect there, guys. So that marks it. Right now, we got the Boeing Starliner behind me. This is a feed from NASA. Unfortunately, we are going to have to wait to see about Boeing's docking. That will be coming up soon here. I'll be live for the docking, hopefully. For those who don't know, the Boeing Starliner launched. They have a massive helium leak. They lost control of some of the thrusters with 2 astronauts on board. They're going to try to dock to the ISS. Don't think they'll be able to repair it, but they may have to have an emergency capsule go up, whether it's through SpaceX or Russia. Just because, you know, I don't know if they want Boeing Starliner to be having a crew come back in that vehicle. So we'll have to find out. But guys, thank you very, very much for the live feed. Appreciate everyone here always. Really appreciate it all. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. I don't know when the ISS docking is. We'll find out more and more as this progresses.